What's up, I'm SS Multiverse, and today we're talking about who is Zeno's secret friend. So I made a video about this a long time ago, but I'm not just one of those people who just uploads the videos to YouTube and forgets about them. I'm always constantly rethinking how I view DBZ, and I'm always changing the way I think about stuff. And this video was one of them. I feel like I missed out on a couple people who could also be his friend in my last video, so I wanted to remake it. So this is kind of like my updated Zeno secret friend list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my top 5 picks, tell you what they are, and give a reason why I have them on this list of who Zeno's secret friend is. Alright, so my first pick for number 5 is going to be Majin Buu. Because he's childlike, he has a lot of magical powers, and he likes to play around with people. Zeno might really like Majin Buu because they're both very similar personalities. And Majin Buu's very powerful, so he might be able to use his magic to play with Zeno, and Zeno might actually be very interested in. And also, Majin Buu does not care that Zeno is the king of everything. He probably would not faze him one bit. He would treat him like another person in the Dragon Ball Z universe. He has that attitude where Majin Buu kind of lives for himself, not necessarily in a selfish way, but kind of more like in a childish way. But I definitely could see Zeno or All-chan playing with Majin Buu and really enjoying him. Alright, so number 4 is going to be the Pilaf gang. And what gag team has more prevalence in Dragon Ball Super other than Pilaf gang? I mean, they're in practically every episode now. You see something to do with My Shu or Emperor Pilaf himself, and they're kind of funny little characters. So maybe Goku was referring to the Pilaf gang. I can see them having some really silly jokes with Zeno, and they're Zeno's size, so that always helps as well. And I can see maybe Emperor Pilaf making some funny comments about Zeno, and I don't think they would be intimidated by Zeno unless they knew he could destroy everything. But like at first, they would probably be okay with them. Like they wouldn't know. Anyways, this scene would be hilarious if it did happen. I would be curious to see what would happen if the Pilaf gang met Zeno and they didn't know he was the king of everything. Number 3 is going to be Trunks. He's still a child. He has plenty of time. He's Zeno's size. He's very strong. And ever since I saw Wrath of the Dragon, even though it was filler, the whole scene with Tapion, I think that showed that Trunks has this like soft side for like these powerful figures that he could have in his life. And I feel like instead of Tapion, it could be Zeno, and he could play around with them. And Trunks does have a serious side, but he also has a playful side, which I think Zeno might like that. I think he might like Trunks, you know, just being silly around him, but also the ability to be serious. And Trunks has plenty of attitude as well that Zeno might like. All in all, I think it's a strong possibility it could be Trunks. All right, so my number 2 pick on this list is going to be Manaka. Now, this guy was introduced as the Universe 7 strongest fighter other than the gods, but he turns out he had almost no fighting capabilities whatsoever, and now he kind of turned to a gag character. But don't you think it would be perfect to throw him in as Zeno's new friend? Because he's just a hilarious guy who just hangs around Goku and company. But I feel like this could be a legitimate use for him in the series to be Zeno's friend. I could see Zeno or All-chan laughing so hard at some of those Manaka, those stupid scenes he has where he's hitting his head on the ground, or he can't jump, or he just trips over nothing, or whatever he's doing. I could see Zeno really liking him, and I think Zeno would get a good laugh out of him. And all in all, I think it's actually a really good chance that Goku's actually talking about Manaka. And I didn't think of him when I made the first video, but as soon as I remembered him, I saw him in the scene of the newer episodes. I was just like, oh yeah, Manaka. You know, that would actually be a decent person what Goku's talking about. All right, so my final pick, my number 1, without question, the most likely person Goku's talking about is still none other than Goten. He's extremely childish and playful. He even looks like Goku. He's the same size as Zeno. He has plenty of free time, and his personality is just perfect for someone like Zeno's new friend. And also, I don't think he would be very intimidated by Zeno, because if Goku told him that this is a really nice guy, you know, just play with him like you would have Trunks, I think he would listen, and I think he'd be a really, really good friend for Zeno. I think it's a perfect way to bring Goten back in the series. Literally, if they don't pick Goten or Manaka, I don't know, like, man, that's gonna blow my mind. Well, Trunks is an okay pick too, but of those 3, I think those are the 3 most solid picks of the 5. But Goten, I mean, gosh, you have someone who looks like Goku, extremely childish, probably the closest personality to Zeno as of right now. I mean, how could it not be the #1 pick on this list? And like I said, I think this is the perfect way to revive Goten in the series as well. Anyways, guys, those were my 5 picks who I think Goku's talking about when he's talking about Zeno's secret fund. Let me know who you would pick and why. I read the comments like always. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.